Okay, so actually, we are going to be looking at economics. So I want to show you something here, how to calculate equilibrium price. So here it says, study the table below, which shows the demand and supply schedule for each for fish in a cold store and answer line. So answer the questions that follow. So this is actually fish in the cold store, and it says we should answer it. So when you read at it, you're going to see the questions. The first one, they ask us what is the equilibrium price and why. Then the second one, they ask us that calculate the price elasticity of demand as price rises from 400 francs to 600 francs. So from the table, you can see the 400 francs to 600 francs. So they say we should calculate it. So the next one, it says that if the government fixes the prices of the fish at 600 francs per kilogram, what name will you give to such a price? So right now, without wasting of time, let me show you how to do this. So here we have actually a broader scale of the table. So as you can see the table here, so this is actually the table here. We have the price, we have the quantity demanded, okay, and we have also a quantity supplied. So we have all everything here on the table. So let's look what has to be done here. That said, so you actually saw the table that we saw, that we look at it. If not, you have to go back to the table. So what here, the question one, they says that what is the equilibrium price and why? So what is the answer? The equilibrium price is 500 francs because at this price, quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied, 2000 kilogram. That is the point where the market is in balance. No surplus, no shortage. So actually the equilibrium price is 500 francs, okay? So because when you look at the table, you're going to see that there is no surplus, there is no shortage. So that is why actually we have that. So now the next one, it says calculate the price elasticity of demand as price rises from 400 francs to 600 francs. Actually, to calculate that, we have to first look at the formula. What is the formula of price elasticity of demand? The formula is change percentage change in quantity demanded all over percentage change in price. So that is actually the formula of price elasticity of demand. So now that we have seen the table, okay, or how the table is now, it's easier for us to actually calculate this. So what we'll do is that we quantity demanded, when you look at the table, you see that quantity demanded at 400 francs is 4,000 kilogram, right? Then quantity demanded at 600 is equals to 1,000 kilogram. Now price change equals to 400 to 600. So the price change is 400 to 600. So that brought us to this to the formula where have 1,000 minus 4,000 all over 4,000 times 100 equals to minus 75%. Now we have the 600 minus 400 all over 400 times 100 equals to 50%. Now what you do is that to calculate the price of sales demand, we are already seeing the formula is change in price all over change in quantity demanded, right? So right now we are going to get 75% divided by 50%, which is will give you minus 1.5. So the price elasticity of demand for this solution is actually minus 1.5. So that is how easy it is to calculate the price elasticity of demand for this table. Now, when we look at the C part of this question, it says that if the government fixes the price of fish at 600 francs per kilogram, what name will you give to such a price? So if the price of fish is being put at 600 francs per kilogram, so what is required for us, they're asking us, is what type of name can we actually give to such a price? The answer is simple. It is called a price floor or minimum price since it is set above the equilibrium. So the reason for this is that the price is being set above the equilibrium, right? So actually, it is a price floor. When you look at the definition of a price floor, you understand that the price floor actually is anything that is being set above the equilibrium. So it is also known as minimum price. So this is what will happen if the government fixes the price of fish at 600 francs per kilogram. So the next question, it says that how many kilograms will the government have to buy in order to enforce this price? So what how many kilograms can the government buy in order to enforce this kilogram at 600 francs? So quantity demanded equals to 1000 kilogram, quantity supplied equals to 4000 kilogram. Surplus equals to 4,000 minus 1,000 equals to 3,000 kilogram. So the correct answer for this is that the government must buy 3,000 kilogram to maintain the price at 600 francs. So we are actually saying that if the government actually want to maintain the price, okay, at 600 francs, they will have to buy 3,000 kilogram of fish. Okay, so that is actually the correct answer for this. So now the next one says that suppose the government instead imposed a price of 200 francs per kilogram. List four effects of such a price. That's a price ceiling set below equilibrium effect. So if the price ceiling is set below the equilibrium, what would be the effect? So one, there will be shortage because quantity demanded 8,000 kilogram exceeds quantity supplied 500 kilograms. So there's going to be shortage. Number two, there's going to be a black market. Scarcity may lead to illegal trading at higher prices. Long queues. Consumers may face long waiting times or rationing. Four, reduce producer incentives. Low price discourages producers, possibly reducing future supply. So those are some of the consequences, right? If the government impose the price at 200 francs per kilogram. Now the last one in this question, it says state and explain any three factors that will influence the demand for a commodity. So what are the three factors? They say we should state and explain that will influence the demand for a commodity. Number one, price of the commodity. As price rises, demand generally falls. Law of demand. So as prices are going up, the demand actually falls. Consumer income. Higher income usually increases demand for normal goods. Taste and preferences. If a product becomes fashionable, demand increases. If a product becomes fashionable, demand increases. So that is it about economics that we actually wanted to see. That's about economics that want to see, that we have to see. So you guys can sit down and watch what I've just given you, all the answers. You can also revise them and make yourself more better, more comfortable as you prepare for any exams and also as you learn the knowledge. So well done to everyone.